Hello everyone, it's Justine. Today I'm going to make an A2 size card using the holiday label motifs. I'm also using a embossing folder that was from Spellbinders. This was the Sunrays one, and I believe that this was part of the embossing folder of the month from earlier this year. So I know that this is a holiday card, and you know, in the crafting world we start early for Christmas and the holidays, so that's just how it is. I am particularly thrilled because this is such a cute die, and it reminds me of a poem that I used to teach 3rd and 4th grade, and my students learned this poem, and it just reminds me a lot of their poem. And it's The Lamplighter by Robert Louis Stevenson. So if you know that poem, you might kind of know what I'm talking about, but it's just a sweet little poem about an old man who's the lamplighter. So anyway, I thought that this die was adorable, and I thought that this embossing folder went really well because it has like the little rays from the candle going out. So I thought that it was perfect with this embossing folder. Now, there's quite a lot of little dies that go with this die set, and I really like this die set so far because it has the poinsettias, and those are one of my favorite Christmas decorations and flowers because it's kind of some life in the dead of winter. And I'm from Minnesota, so you know, when things die in the fall, it's really brown and then it gets really white with all the snow. So the poinsettias are just gorgeous, and this little lantern is so sweet. So I had to make a card with it. So I have this, this piece is I used the silver mirrored cardstock, and I think it helps bring kind of the shine of a candle. I could have used gold, but I'm using the gold mirrored cardstock on the flowers. So I wanted the light to look different than the flowers. All right, now I'm going to put this on the black part. I don't know what's up with my glue today. I think I just have a clog in it, which does happen, especially since I don't always put the pin back in right away. Sometimes I finish a card and then think, oh, I'm so thirsty, I'll go get a drink of water or go answer that phone call that I missed or whatever it might be, and then it just sits open, which is not good. But you know, once the clog's out, it'll work just fine again. Now, one thing that I did that's a little different than maybe what you might see others doing with this is I took the lantern die and die cut out some vellum to put for the window part of the candle. So I'm going to kind of build up my scene here. I'm going to put it on my card. I think that would be a good way to start. Just trying to center it on like that, maybe. Sure. Okay, then let's see. I'm going to have to put the candle on. Did I not cut out? Oh, well, I guess I didn't cut out something for the flame, so I'm just going to grab a marker and color it. Okay, I'm going to start light. I'm going to use Y17 or Y17 for the flame. I think I'm going to actually leave the actual candle white, but the flame, I am going to just add some color here. This is YR04, and I have R27. A little heavy-handed with the red. See if I can kind of fix it with the orange a little. Yeah, that works. Alrighty, now I'm going to put the candle onto the lantern first. So I'm going to put a little dot of glue on the bottom here, and that will hold my candle. Oh, that is so cute. Even just that alone, if you didn't want to use all of this, a couple lanterns on a card would look really cool. It could also be kind of Halloween-y and kind of give off a spooky feel. So if Halloween cards are your thing, maybe this is a good one for you. All right. I'm going to try to put it so the flame is the light source from that ray. There we go. Awesome. Okay, now vellum is quite clear, and the glue does dry clear, but I don't want it to show too much of the glue, so I'm just going to put it on the white parts and kind of pounce my finger on it so it's not full of glue, and just gently press down, and that should be enough glue for it to hold, and it's not showing too much on the vellum. I know that this liquid glue would show quite a bit on the mirrored cardstock. It's not the most friendly with the liquid glue, so there. Looks like it was made that way. I do like the Spellbinders vellum. I bought a package and it's lasted me quite some time. So if you're interested in vellum, I would pick up that one. I'll link the package in the description if you are interested. All right, now I get to build the rest of my scene. So I'm gonna have the flowers and the greenery kind of framing everything up here, just to really make a nice little holiday scene. Like I said in my summer or spring, the spring label motifs video, if you watch that, you know that when I make scenes like this, I like to start with the greens and then work with the flowers. So I'm gonna actually just start adding glue and just put some things down. I have kind of an idea in my head of how I want things to look. Mostly things kind of gathered in this right bottom corner and kind of fanning out and around. And the flowers, the poinsettias, are gonna go kind of on top to hide the starts, or I guess the bottoms of the greens. All right, so for the poinsettias, they're basically two of these. So when I put down my second one, I'm just going to rotate the leaves so they are not on top of each other, and it makes this little 6-leaf poinsettia. Just like that. I'm going to put 2 on the right and the bottom, or on the side, I guess, and then 1 on the left, kind of above. And that little clog just keeps getting in my way. After this video, I should probably just take my nozzle off and wash it out. Start fresh. We'll see. I'm not pressing too terribly hard on the poinsettias because I am going to be tucking some of the greens kind of behind it, especially these smaller leaves. So I didn't want to put them down since I didn't know quite where the flowers would have their, like, the petals would end up. So we're just gonna kind of go with it. Now this little holly cluster is going to go up top, kind of like that. And then I cut out with dark red some little circles to go on that piece. So I'm just going to put the dots on, use my jewel picker, and place the circles on. All right, now I could add a sentiment if I wanted to. I don't think I will, but I am going to kind of beef up the candle just a little bit by just dotting on a little more color on top of the vellum, just because it's kind of like the centerpiece of the card and I don't want it to get lost behind the vellum. There we go. All right, if you've liked this card, let me know by hitting the like button on the video. And if you're interested in more videos, go ahead and check those out on my channel and subscribe for more videos in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.